I'm doing everything different this time.
So the mark is in Paris.
New York.
How did they leave it?
They exchanged numbers. Been texting.
It's quite amazing. They're extensions of each other.
She's in the field, and I operate from above.
I do believe that Joe looks up to Kaitlyn in a way that there's just absolute trust there and absolute devotion because she's been led by example.
I want to put her through the grinder.
She's your field agent. Do what you think's best. Kaitlyn's a great boss because she's done the job. So she knows the pressure.
I have to be sure.
If something goes wrong, your mistake is going to cost everyone a lot.
I think that Joe has a great level of understanding of the amount of pressure that Kaitlyn lives with because she is on the ground running her programs, but she's also handling politics. And she has to know what is worth the sacrifice and who is worth the sacrifice to save many, many, many lives.
How are you?
Good.
She knows the type of stoicism you need, and she knows the personality that will succeed, which is what she thinks Joe has. But everybody changes, and I think she's worried about what's changing.
How's Neal? He's good. How's Neal?
I care for her too. But Kaitlyn's ability to show she cares has to be a care which her country comes first.
Kaitlyn is the person that is truly, truly of service for her country. So that keeps Joe sharp, keeps Joe honest, but also keeps Joe loyal to Kaitlyn and the Lioness program.
This is Dr. Ramirez. She's a radiologist.
What is it?
It's a brain tumor.
That was a scene that really stood out for me as a major challenge as an actor because you really want to do justice. Parents have to deal with this on a daily basis, and doctors have to deal with this on a daily basis, being in a position to deliver bad news.
Can she survive it?
No. I'm not quite sure how you do it, to be honest, and how you deal with it.
Motherfucker! Don't try anything!
I was able to talk with a surgical oncologist, and he knows doctors that have been punched in the face having to deliver that news. You're basically about to watch them in the worst moment of their life. It takes a very special person to be able to do that. You know, God bless you. There's tons of respect.
Here's all you did today. You got suspended from school and you forfeited a win for your team. That's it.
Having to go through what he just went through, and then yet you see him in the very next scene having to be a father and deal with an issue with his teenage daughter being in a fight. And I think he's unraveling a little bit. For someone that is super bright and has it all together, I think we're seeing some cracks.
The challenge that you will see them face is more as parents.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Something important.
Better think about that real hard, because those important jobs, they come with a price.
I know. I'm the price.
Kate has already calcified resentment towards her mother, needing those moments when, you know, she had her first experiences of everything and her mother wasn't there. And she's making choices now on her own, damaging choices that are making Neal and Joe question whether or not staying together is right for their children.
Are you getting a divorce?
I'm sorry to tell you, we're not getting divorced.
They're not gonna break up. They're gonna stay together. They're gonna make it work. At the end of the day, they choose each other. And I think it's important that we still continue to sell hope in environments that represent hopeless scenarios, because that's what keeps us always looking forward. Through Joe and Joe's personal life, I hope that audiences are able to take away a great level of respect and consideration that we have to have for people that wake up every day to leave their own lives behind so that they can put yours first. I think she feels like she's fucked.
They've put a bag over her head. She probably feels like she's been discovered, and she probably feels that the entire time they're torturing her. That's why it's such a gut punch when you find out that it's Joe, because she's been through SERE. She's done all of that, and she feels incredibly frustrated that Joe feels like she still needs to prove herself.
I won't break.
Everyone breaks.
Not me.
Everyone. She needs to make sure that this kid is not gonna break. You can't just take someone's word. I'm not gonna break. Oh, okay, where she says she's not gonna break. No, break her. Try to break her. And if she doesn't break, then what she said was true. Isabel said she had no tattoos. And she had one, and it cost her life. And here comes Cruz. I'm not gonna break. You're gonna break. Everyone breaks. Time for round 2.
Fuck happened to her?
Well, we don't know exactly what happened. She came in looking beat up.
We quickly find out that there was an unsanctioned SERE interrogation.
And they took it too far.
Been through SERE. I don't know what you call that.
With what unit?
No unit. Just me. Punk motherfuckers, come on. Ah!
And I think that's the first time that we give her the notion that she's part of our family.
Something happens to you, it happens to all of us. So we head over to the Charlie Mike's bar, one of our hangouts, and we bring some aggression and some violence to the fellas that touched our girl.
Hey, motherfucker! Ow!
I think that's one of the coolest part of our QA team is that if you mess with one of us, we're gonna come after you.
They're willing to get their lip busted up for each other. They're willing to take a bottle over the head to maintain that solidarity and cohesion amongst the group.
I think that's the moment where the team really becomes family. So at first they're kind of seeing who she is and kind of trying to assess that relationship. But once that happens, I think she's really touched by the whole thing, and she feels like, wow, I'm really a part of this.